I don't even think that she knows that her mom is a criminal. It's like Noma kept her lives completely separate. What happens to me in this business after you do this?
I mean, you've been on your own before, right? I'm sure you can build back up.
After you set me up at the warehouse. All the shit that you said in Italy, that was just nothing?
Yes!
What about our future?
Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing.
Effie, tell me why you think I could trust you. You went behind my back to King when you should have came to me. Yo, what are you doing?
Finding my own way like I always do.
Anya Covington. Yes, your daughter. I got people with eyes on her. I'll send them people right after your daughter.
Clever boy.
I told Noma that you were threatening her daughter. We're working together and I have a future with her, so couldn't let that happen.
Thanks to Effie, I've moved my daughter to safety.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Go Season 4, and we're going to be talking about your girl, Effie. This is the early predictions for Effie's character, so down below, I want you guys to give those early predictions for Effie. What do you think is going to happen for her character? Did she make the right move, or did she slip up? Well, we're going to talk about that in this video. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out my last few videos. I dropped the Power Book 2 Go Season 3. Do leaks ruin the show? A lot of you guys had a lot of things to say about those leaks, so check that video out. And also check out the Power Book 2 Go Season 4, Tariq versus the Tejada family. You already know it's about to be a season on revenge. I cannot wait to see it. Now, let's talk about your girl, Effie. And it's crazy because last week I made the video about what Kanan would tell Tariq to do to Effie and Lauren if he was in, Tariq's situation. And a lot of you guys stated that Kanan would have told Tariq to go ahead and finish her off a long time ago. And that's just based off the stuff that she did to him at Choke, right? But we know this season, Effie and Tariq, they got real close. I mean, they went to Italy. They was talking about the future. Tariq thought maybe he could be with her, you know what I'm saying, down the line. But that was because he thought Lauren was up out of here. But once the truth about Lauren came out and Tariq found out the truth, we already knew what time it was. We knew Tariq would find out, and we knew he would be pissed off at Effie. And once that came out, he was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't forgive her at all. And I say he made a mistake by even telling her that information in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell her anything, especially after she already done you in dirty at Choke. You just don't give up that intel to her, which means the whole Lauren wearing a wire, Tariq could have handled that himself, but he gave up that intel. And to be honest with you guys, as I always told you, it made sense for Effie to do what she did, going off the principle that they're in the drug game. They cannot risk anybody being a rat or snitch. What was wrong was Effie going behind his back to get the job done. I mean, she could have just told him, like, look, Lauren gotta go. I gotta take her out. I'm going to take her out whether you like it or not. But what did she do? She went to Kane, and then they came up with a game plan to eliminate Lauren, but it did not play out the way she thought it was going to play out. So, of course, Tariq was upset with her. So then we know they decided to set Effie up to take the fall, but it was a part of the game plan to get the feds up off of them, which, it all worked out. But while Kane is doing all this, he's really catching feelings for Effie. And that was the big surprise this season because Kane, he had a huge character development this season. He was very smart, calculated. I mean, he was figuring things out. But his weakness was messing around with Effie. That's just plain and simple. I mean, this dude was really catching feelings. He was more into her than she was into him. And it took a while for her to actually open up. But we know she only did that because Kane was doing all these things for her. He kept helping her out, paying that tuition. He was doing whatever it takes to help this girl out. But he felt like, man, she looked out for me, so I'm going to make sure I look out for her no matter what. And he continued to do it, even though Monet told him that he's whipped, that pretty much Effie's looking out for herself, and that's how it's always going to be. We know Monet wanted to take her down, but Kane gave her the intel in order to protect herself when she was locked up. So it goes to show you that Kane really does have feelings, and he helped her in the last episode after she played him. Remember, Kane went there to try to help her out with, he had the glasses on and everything. But Effie didn't really want his help, and he felt, pissed off at her, but he still gave her some info about Monet coming for her. So that goes to show you that he really does like Effie. And in season 4, I believe Kane's going to continue to try to press her, try to be with her. But as Monet told him, she's always going to look out for herself. And I cannot wait to see how Monet feels about all of this once, she recovers from being shot. She's going to be, very pissed off in my opinion. She's probably going to check Kane and tell him like, look, I told you not to trust that girl. But Kane's going to find out the hard way, just like Tariq found out, in my opinion. Now, the crazy part is after Effie screwed Tariq over at Choate, screw him over again with the whole Lauren setup, lying to him behind his back. And, after all that went down and getting their cheeks clapped by Kane, she decided to say, you know what about us? She actually thought that the two can be together. She felt like, okay, the trip to Italy, the things that they talked about was still, in effect, and that they could still be together. But Tariq, he said, no. Like, are you crazy? He can, never trust her after all the stuff that she's done. Like, how do you think a guy like that's going to trust you after you just done this to him? So it makes sense for him to walk away from this and leave it be. But Effie's like, you know what? You screwed me over. You're not going to set it up to where I'm good at the end of the day. Well, I'm not starting over. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go be with Noma and I'm going to backstab you once again. So the whole move to get Noma's daughter is crazy because we know that was Effie's, game plan from the very beginning. She told Tariq this when it, was first brought up, telling him that that's her weakness and, maybe they should go after the daughter. Tariq initially told her, no, we shouldn't do that. This girl is very dangerous. That's a high risk. But Effie, she still wanted to do it. So Tariq eventually brought it up at the end of the season. But Effie flipped the script on him. And now Noma has put her daughter into safety. So I ask you guys the question once again. Did Effie make the right move by teaming up with the Tejada family, teaming up with Dirty Diana, Drew, Kane, and like I told you guys, Monet, she doesn't even know about this, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be pissed off. Now on season 4, I'm predicting that Effie at the beginning, things may go good for her, but I got that funny feeling it's going to still be some issues, not just with Monet, but don't be surprised if it's issues with Diana as well. We already know Kane's going to continue to try to be with Effie, but I believe she's going to play him once again. He's going to be in his feelings. And, as far as her trying to get back at Tariq, I believe the move she made was not right because if she was going to make a move like this on Tariq, you got to make sure you take him out. You cannot make a play like this and then Tariq survives. It has to be a guaranteed victory. Now you got Tariq going out there. He's going to be able to adjust. And now he's going to be able to prepare and come back at you way harder than you came at him. And I got a feeling it's not going to end well. But we talking about Effie. I told you guys, we still don't know a whole lot about her. It's still some mysteries out there. But I believe it's not going to play out the way she's thinking it's going to play out. Messing around with the Tejada family. And once Monet finds out the truth about what her kids have done, expect the whole organization just to break down. You know what I'm saying? Her and Kane. Because you already know he's going to be pissed off at the truth as well. But Monet, she ain't playing. She will off Effie just like that if she had to, right? And I wonder how would Noma feel if she found out that Effie was the one that came up with the game plan in the first place as far as her daughter. I'm pretty sure Noma will be pissed off and it will be held to pay. So even though things went the way they went at the end of the season, don't be surprised if you see the complete opposite once season 4 starts. We already know, and we talked about this, we know this season will be about revenge. And I got a feeling it's going to be somebody's getting dropped off. Everybody's not going to survive. And I'm talking about the Tejada organization. Now that Effie's a part of it, she can get dropped off too. I'm predicting somebody out of that whole organization is going to go. Now, like I told you, I cannot wait to see Tariq's reaction. How will he respond? Because he's never really came at Effie or the Tejada family like that. Like he knows he could have in the past, but he never did. Now that, it's a war going on, what's going to happen? How will he move? As I told you guys, he has to remember the lessons Kanan taught him. Make them, seem like they've won. But when it's all said and done, come in and get that victory. Checkmate. Will we see that in season 4? Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. But a lot of you guys did, predict that Brayden, he may be the X factor. He may be one of the reasons why Effie ends up taking an L next season. Well, we're going to find out because I believe Brayden will be at a whole nother level, especially after catching his first body and then coming to save the day, saving his boy Tariq. You already know what time it is. It's about to be crazy in season 4. And it will be even crazier if Lauren still came back and tried to get some type of revenge on Effie. That will be flat out crazy. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. We will continue to talk about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, break down some more early predictions for these characters. So I want you guys to stay tuned and get your predictions ready. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.